Hello, everybody, and welcome to October Baseball. This is in my 6th season, and I'll tell you, I am so ready for this. With defending this championship, along with just so much. I don't know, like, there's just so much, like building, possibly a dynasty, and I'm so excited. Like, I'm ready for this. We got the number one seed.
Is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros.
I want to make sure to make quick work of these guys. I don't want to deal with what happened in the ALDS last year. That was a scare.
Everyone, Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
This is the first time the Mariners have played in anything significant in 25 years. They've never been to a World Series, so let's make sure that that does not happen.
Brendan McKay will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1.
All right. Oh, wow. Okay.
At the plate, Jamie Lynn. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
That's fine.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 0-1 on its way. A bouncer to the left side.
Dang it, man.
Throw on to first in time, one away.
Okay. I need to slow down the moment here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jamie Lynn. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start.
Hey, that wasn't pretty,
on through into left for a
but
single.
it works.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Hey, you know what?
That's out number
That
1.
actually worked out really well. So there's no double
That'll bring
plays.
up Billy McKinney.
Now batting, the left fielder.
I think that is going to be humongous. I'm not going to have a big lead.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Come on.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated
Cron.
when you make a good pitch and you don't get
Get
that
me
call
in.
from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Pitch is popped up.
No.
Marte calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the end.
Well, they came to play.
Jamie Lynn, he singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Ripped down the line. But this is
There was a
foul for the
reason
first
why
strike.
I did not want to play Seattle because of this kind of stuff.
The 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball
No.
1.
Nope.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Correa stands at second with no outs.
I'm going to get you in, Correa.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Come on, guy.
Just gotta get the pitch to do it. Like
Hit
that.
hard on the ground to second.
Well, it's
And
probably
that's
not going to
through,
be
base
enough.
hit.
Yeah.
Get it in
I
quickly.
advanced
It's
them
first
at
and
least.
third now with nobody out.
I mean, you want to talk about doing your job and getting paid for it. There it is right there. Unselfish AB trying to work his guy from second to third. And, oh, what do you know? Knock for yourself.
He swings and misses. Throw
Oh,
down.
I barely
And
made it.
it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. One away for
I
the
was late
Astros
on that
here in
too.
the sixth. And in
That
to
dude
hit
has
next,
such
the
a
speedy
fast
Billy
leg
McKinney.
kick.
McKinney.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. And
I'm
the
going
play is
double
made,
tag.
but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run is in to score from third. Now in the box, Kevin Crone, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Well.
Crow.
Pulls this one in the air out to
Nope.
left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Jamie Lynn.
I just gotta do my job.
Thus far.
I just gotta do my job.
Jamie Lynn.
First offering on its way.
I
Hit
mean,
sharply
well.
on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Wow, safe.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base run.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's running, heading out towards shallow
Oh,
right.
come on,
Davis
dude.
makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off
Wow.
at first. On to first, a double play. So no runs or hits here as the error turns
There
out
is-
to be unimportant.
There was no way for me to get back.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came
Well.
out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start
All
to
right.
another notch in the win column.
Hey, you know what? They might have got us there. But I'm telling you. We're gonna win this game too. For some reason we just can't win game once. I don't know why. Freaking the Toronto Raptors of baseball in that regard. Can't win freaking game ones of opening series. I mean, there was literally just that freaking one in the ALCS against the Rays, which right now it's looking like we might be facing the White Sox if we can get through here. Marlins and Mets tied at 1 game apiece. Reds up 2-0 against the Diamondbacks.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros.
I'm feeling something's going to be better this game.
Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Forrest Whitley will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series.
There we go. All right. That's the way to start out a first
To
inning.
the at-bat.
Lynn.
Swing and a
Ooh.
line drive. But he just missed his extra bases.
That's fine. It's going to be all over these guys.
Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Ah.
Center fielder giving chase.
I should have had
He's
that.
there to
I
track
should have
it
freaking
down,
had
and
that.
that'll end the inning.
I was under it. This could be a low-scoring
Stepping in and
game.
ready for another shot, Jamie Lynn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
I'm
With this
missing
guy's big
these.
power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lofted in the air
Oh
out
my
toward right center.
gosh, I missed the other one.
Davis moves to his right and puts this one away in the
You gotta
alley
be
for out
kidding
number
me.
one.
I need to get on.
In now, Jamie Lynn.
Now batting, right fielder, Jamie.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Saws him off here
Shoot,
as his
man.
ball's popped into the air. Bowers is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Please, guys.
Ready once again, Jamie Lynn.
Now batting, the right fielder.
First
I know I haven't
delivery
had
to
a good
him on
game
the
at
way.
all. Oh
Had
my
him
gosh.
lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going
Good
right
Lord,
after
why
him.
did I go
They're
for
not
that?
pitching him like they're...
And we'll have to leave it there.
Why
as
the hell
play
did I
is
go
made.
for that? I got so frustrated myself with what happened before. Okay, thank you.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those
All right.
slugfests.
I can't
This
be
was
having
like
a
throwback
freaking
game when
over.
home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Thank you, Whitley.
3-1 the final score this afternoon.
All right, I cannot have another over in the playoffs. Game 3. Yeah, this is going to be where we got to get our home field advantage back. You know, the Seattle crowd is going to be freaking hyped. Yeah, right now 2 for 8. Arizona's come back to tie it up. So we got game 5s going on in both NLDS series. White Sox up 2-1 over Tampa Bay.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners.
Back when they were called Safeco Field.
Hi again, everyone.
That
Matt
was the last
Vasgersian.
time
Welcome
Seattle's
to our
played
special
anything
postseason
significant.
coverage
So
of
this is
baseball on the show.
extremely huge
With me is Mark
for
DeRosa,
them.
Dan Plesac, and Dan. Lots to talk about here as we get ready for
We're
Game
the
3.
defending champions, so
It's been a good series so far as these two teams have split the first 2 games. So essentially this makes this a 3-game series. That means this game is huge. It's a lot easier playing knowing you're 1 win away from moving on as opposed to 1 loss from packing it up and heading home.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Benny Hull gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Now that ERA,
Hey, a
though.
chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll.
That
Digging
is
in,
how I
Jamie
want to
Lynn.
start.
1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Gotta slow down the moment.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Hull, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Bishop
Warning
is
track,
back to
Fowler.
the warning track.
Guess I
and
was
he's
a little
able to
bit off
put
target.
it away for the second out.
Dang it, man. 1-1.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jamie Lynn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep
Contact
his
swing.
last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Count now a ball and a strike.
Hey, see it and drive it up.
A bouncer
Shoot.
to the left side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Play ball.
All right, here we go. Bases loaded.
Let's go right here.
Striding in once again. Jamie
That's where I gotta
Lynn. He got on top of
turn
one. It was a
around here,
ground
turn
out
around my
victim last
fortunes.
time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's
Down he extends
Come on.
nicely, and this ball's driven to
Oh,
right field.
that's gone.
And deep.
Grand slam in the playoffs.
It's a grand slam.
Grand slam in the playoffs.
So
Wow,
one
did
swing,
I
and he
freaking need
unloads
that.
the bases on that one.
The
His
team
first
needed
homer
that.
so far in the series, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that...
They're gonna come back. Oh boy. They scored 5.
So a
In the
crucial
bottom
moment
half of
here,
that
and
inning.
standing in, Jamie Lynn, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
This is a close one so far. But
Let's go.
Really go back to that last at-bat. That grand slam he hit really kept him in this game.
And he is in there
Oh,
at third
wow.
as the possible tying run.
Insanity.
The good news for
Coming
pitchers
through
in this
again.
park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third.
Come
but
on,
with
Cron.
2 away now.
Now batting. The first
Ready for
baseman,
another chance? Kevin Crone, as he's got a chance to tie
Crone.
this ball game up with that equalizing
going.
run just
I'm
90
going.
feet away at third. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a
I
base
dove
hit.
just in case
The
because
run
I didn't
scores
know.
From second, now a 7-6 game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score
Thank
runs
you,
late in the
Crone.
game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
what a momentum swing. What an eight.
That was just over his head.
complete.
Jamie Lynn will stand in again as we take you back to the 5th inning for the big blow. A grand slam that obviously has been their biggest at-bat of the game thus far.
Get a good rip on it, huh?
Now the pitch. Grounded to third.
Shoot.
Reined in.
Oh, beat it out, beat it
Throw
out.
on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
We got the win.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end.
That grand slam, and that double, and then me deciding to go home on that ball. Because I was assuming it was just going to be a throw to the plate. I mean, there was no doubt, you know, I have the speed. You know, there's no denying my speed. I mean, I can do what, like, no other guys can do. Oh, hell yeah, I was about to say, yep, I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling well lucky with these uniforms. It gives me good luck. Okay. 2-2 White Sox and Rays. Could we be seeing an ALCS rematch, perhaps? Or will the White Sox have something to say about that?
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. George Kirby will be on the mound for Game 4. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde.
So stepping in, Jamie Lynn, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off. Kirby, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty D, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves that.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side.
What was that? All right, let's go, team.
Striding in, Jamie Lynn. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
I was a little bit concerned with that bounce off the mound, but
pulling the trigger on that
I did it.
Pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Billy McKinney. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Lynn leads off first with 1 away. And
dang,
a throw.
Man.
Find me a barrel right here.
And yet another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Full count here.
Shoot.
Here comes the pitch. Popped him up.
You know what? I'm glad that I did not.
White is under it. 2 gone.
Go there.
So digging in
Now it's not going to matter.
The first baseman, Kevin.
Here's a look over to first. And
See, now if I go, it's not going to matter at all because it's 2 outs.
A runner on first.
As opposed to that other time, I could have had a double play.
Runner goes for
Oh,
second.
shoot.
And
Nope.
he'll try to get
Oh,
back
my
now,
God,
but
I just
it's
got-
not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run.
I just made such an enormous base running mistake.
Digging in once again, Jamie Lynn.
I
He
went
singled his
over
last
right,
time
and
up.
I did not mean
First
to do
delivery
that.
to him on the way. Down the left field line and deep.
I did not mean to do
And
that.
that will end up a foul ball.
Right here.
That's my problem with, you know, the whole pickoff move thing, and
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Threw
That threw
fastball
me off.
right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Grounded down the third baseline.
Did that hit?
And he
Did
can't
that hit the
come up
bag?
with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Good job, good job.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets
Oh,
cold
shoot.
outside means everything.
Wisdom makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. On to first, and they get the double play.
That one's not on me, okay? That one's
Now
not.
at the plate, Jamie Lynn.
The right fielder. Jamie Lynn.
First pitch of the at-bat. Down the third baseline.
That's the problem
This gets
whenever
fouled.
you have a
It's
hit and run
0-1.
and a guy just pops it up like that.
6 runs, 11 hits. No errors in
Even
the
if I
ballgame
could have
for the
reacted
Astros
to that,
this point.
I probably
Lays
was
off the
not going to
slider,
be able to
and
get
it's
that.
1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the
Boys.
infield. White is there to make the catch, and the side is retired.
Oh, God.
Now with the plate, Jamie
All right.
Lynn. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Let's get another one. Let's get another grand slam.
Lynn.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way
Ah.
out toward right field.
Well, that's deep enough for a sac fly.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third.
Come on, slide, get out, get out.
And he will score on the sacrifice
You know
fly.
what? That may have done it. And I'm not going to sin.
Play ball.
Come on.
3. Ball 4. Take the base. That's ball 4.
Yes. We're moving on. The Mariners eventually turn to be easy work. Yeah, get your pouty face out of here. You stood no chance. They had that little game 1 scare, but
Well, they know their
We
work
came
is
around.
nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the next round and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.
Fans are final line score.
Two for 4 the sac fly. I had a pretty solid series, and we will have to see who we will be facing.
A player is reprimanded for an ugly showing on the base path. Perhaps he'll be more careful in the future.
They got on me with the bases. Okay. Yeah. I just think, you know, just not freaking go for it like every time. I'm getting like overly aggressive, so you know what? I probably needed that talk. Sim through date. Alright, we're facing the White Sox. Wow. I can't believe it still, like, they freaking... What a freaking weird series. The road team won the series in that. Ain't that something? Well then. Cincinnati beat Arizona. Miami beat New York. I have a feeling, I'm going to tell you right now, I think we're going to face Miami. I'm definitely going to calm down with the base fats. I can't be making those mistakes against anybody else. Because that could have been costly. So, yeah. You know, full count, 2 outs, or really anything with 2 outs. You know. I mean, it's a... Depending on the situation, of course, overall that's a lot lower risk. But in the next video, it'll be the ALCS defending our crown against Chicago, which I think we can easily well do. And by the way, you know, this is an interesting note. This would be the first time since the 2005 World Series that the Astros would be facing the White Sox, because back then the Astros were in the National League. So isn't this something for an ALCS?